I had, of course, no judgment because, you know, what can I judge?
And,
but
you know,
the consensus was they didn't like him.
And interestingly, nobody had anything negative to say about Dodi. It was as if it was okay with Diana, then it was okay with everybody else. And, you know, the only thing I remember really, were one of the strongest memories is the day that we left London for Paris. We were at the Waterloo train station where the Channel takes off, and every newspaper in the concession stands, every magazine had these grainy close-up photos of Diana and Dodi on Dodi's yacht that had been taken a few days prior. The country was consumed with Diana fever, all in a great way, but of course I guess the foreshadowing was that it had really gotten out of hand. Seeing these photographs there was, you know, I mean, that's all every paper was selling. That's how they were selling their magazines.
Everybody it was Diana sensationalized. I mean, here, there, everywhere we went, because it was in the news all the time, and she was in the news. She really came into her own. Everybody looked up to her. She was very charitable. She was very philanthropic. She was the great mother of her children. She came back into this, what seemed to be a whole person, and I think that that's part of why everybody was so fond of her.
Could the crash in the Alma Tunnel have been prevented? Something happened the night of August 30th as Diana and Dodi were on their way to dinner. Something that made them change their plans and return to the Ritz Hotel. What was it? You will find out in a moment when we return with our special about Princess Diana and her last night alive. You recognize the area behind me. That's the rear of the Ritz Hotel. You've seen it many times before. You've seen the surveillance video. You've seen the video of Princess Diana as she tried to sneak out of this hotel at 12:20 a.m. in the early morning of August 31st, 1997. The plan is that she would sneak out the back, hop in the car, and drive back to Dodi's apartment with him and two others, and that the paparazzi would not see them. It didn't work out that way. There's a decoy car in the front of the hotel, but the paparazzi, they were onto Dodi and onto Princess Diana. They were waiting back here, and when Princess Diana came through those revolving doors and hopped in the car and they sped off, the paparazzi, they were in hot pursuit. So the night they died, they were going to go out to dinner. They wanted to avoid the paparazzi, so they came back to the Ritz Hotel, or they came to the Ritz Hotel. Yeah. Were they going to have dinner, do you know, in the dining room or up in a suite? What was the...
I knew all that afterward.
Okay. But did you even know that they'd come back here when they arrived? Did you?
That I knew about it.
Okay. After returning to the Ritz Hotel, the Princess and Dodi Al Fayed realized the paparazzi was getting out of control. Dodi called his father, Mohammed Al Fayed.
He was talking to me on the phone. Say, Dad, I'm arriving tomorrow. I bought the engagement ring. Diana is pregnant, right?
Diana's pregnant?
Yeah, Diana is pregnant. And herself who took the phone and she told me this is the good news.
She got on the phone?
Yeah.
And she said, I'm pregnant?
Yeah, she said, I'm pregnant. I'm going to engage tomorrow. Preparing big party, fine, in her house, right? And I told Dodi, please, because the security told me it's a lot of paparazzi. I say, please stay home. Stay in the hotel, don't move, because it's now serious, you know, with all those people outside in Place Vendôme. He told me, I will do that, Daddy, fine. After that, Henry Paul, the deputy security, convinced him. I have my own driver who was driving Dodi at the same time. Convinced, gone up to Dodi, tell him, no, you're safe. I am going to drive those, you know, we go from the back entrance of the hotel, because he been paid to do that.
Paid by?
By the British intelligence and the French intelligence. He disappeared for 3 hours, being briefed what to do, why they go to the Alma Tunnel and the Champs-Élysées, Dodi apartment straight away. But everything was planned.
Mohammed Al Fayed believes there were many different people conspiring behind the events of that tragic night.